Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Dragon in the afternoon. It's a 3 o'clock hour, and we're just sitting here bullshitting about some of the sketchiest places in the St. Louis to get some food at 2 a.m. So,
take your life, and it's risking your life over a cheeseburger.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. I was just telling Tommy, because you were talking about Tommy.
Yep.
I was just sitting there talking to Jimmy, and he was telling me about the story about him and Tommy leaving Monster Jam, and they were almost out of gas, and they went to this gas station, and he's like, he's going to get robbed. I ain't getting out of the car. And then they go to this McDonald's, and they were cool as shit, bullshitting with them. Oh, what are you in town for? Monster Jam?
Oh, yeah, they were cool as hell.
They were like, and then Tommy goes, man, I had to get gas, and it was kind of sketchy. And he goes, oh, man, that's gang territory. They run that gas station.
Yeah. Screw that.
And they're in a slam Suburban. It's like, the gangbangers are probably like, well, they might fit in, they might not. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
These people roll up and they get out and they're Mexican. We might have a problem.
Yeah. You're from the wrong set. I say, man, you got to keep bouncing. But yeah, there's a really good video on YouTube about the St. Louis gangs and the murder count and everything for the last 5 years. And I was just telling Jimmy, man, if I didn't send that video to you, I got to send it to you. It's worth all 45 minutes of watching this. They mark out the streets and everything that they run, and the kitchen crypts and all this other shit. And I'm just like, damn, I don't live by there, but I know where it is.
So I go through there and I go through there. It's like shit.
Yeah, there's several times I've driven fucking through there. But what I like about the documentary that they did, the video, is they showed how it started.
Yeah.
When it was farmland and it turned into the Polish people lived here, and then it turned into this and this, and then they had police reports from the St. Louis News, and the film group that did that, they also do other states.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
So I watched the one on Kansas City. That was pretty cool. Of course, you got to watch the one in California,
right.
So, but the St. Louis one, I'm just like, that's close to home, man. It's like, damn, I drive through that motherfucker all the time, It's like, now, there's a beautiful park out there, but everybody say don't stop out there.
Yeah.
Well, after watching that video, now I know why.
Yeah.
So it's where the original zoo used to be.
Okay.
So, I probably didn't send that video to you, but I will send it to you.
Yeah, you have to send it to me.
It is definitely worth fucking watching.
One thing I thought funny, I used to go all over the United States driving a truck.
Yeah.
And they straight told you, if you go into New York after midnight, lock your doors, get your gun in your hand, and do not stop for a red light. Do not stop until you're backed up to your doors, to your dock.
Yeah, because they will fucking rob you. If it ain't the mob, it's fucking...
They'll climb right on your truck. There'll be somebody talking to you out the window trying to shoot you through the window of your truck, and so they're already popping the doors on the back of your truck while you're stopped.
Oh, yeah. Well, did you see overseas where they're raising the back of the trucks so people will quit robbing them? Oh, yeah.
That's funny.
It's like you see these videos, and they're far-fetched looking, but the semi-trailer is jacked up like 10 feet in the air.
Mm-hmm.
And it's because these bandits will come up and rob them. Like Fast and the Furious, it's...
Well, I used to have to run Hall Street late at night.
Yeah.
And there's pretty sketchy spots in Hall Street.
Oh, yeah, there is.
But those gang guys, they don't fuck with the semis. They don't care. We're supposed to be down there, so they don't fuck with us at all. You come by, they'd all fucking wave at you and shit. They didn't care.
Yeah.
They were doing their thing, we were doing our thing, and there was like a professional courtesy. We don't fuck with them, they don't fuck with us,
Yep.
And it was always cool because, hell, I'd stop at a couple of those gas stations down there. That one on Hall Street would always be open, that truck stop. And that was a ghetto truck stop.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But I wasn't scared to stop down there at 3 o'clock in the morning and go inside. Because, hell, you'd pull up and you might have 2 or 3 gangbangers pull up next to you in the car, and they're like, hey, man, we'll be here when you come out. They'd be sitting in their car. I'd come out, and they'd be like, truck's good, man. Okay, thanks. They don't know from Adam, but they're, hey, we got you. But then you see somebody in the wrong car go by, and 4 of them go by shooting at them, But yeah, they didn't. They didn't fuck with the truckers at all because they knew we were there to do a job, and we weren't bothering them what they did because we didn't give a fuck.
Oh yeah, and you know, a lot of the shit is you know, people's just tired of, you know, the car cruising and shit down there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So it's just, you know.
Well,
hey,
I don't know how many times we went down there and they were having night races down there. We'd have to go around through a parking lot or something to avoid all the night racing they were doing. You know, because how we didn't want to get to all that shit. But we didn't call the cops on them when we see them racing. We just went around.
Oh yeah.
You know? Yeah, we were going over there to the bars anyway, so we're going to go sit in line anyway, so we'll just take this little side street here behind this fence and cut over.
Mm-hmm.
And if you was trying to get out of there at night, you came up to one of the gates, they'd shut everything down and let you get out. They'd shut everything down for a minute and let you get out of there.
Yeah.
They were always real cool about it, you know. They didn't act like they owned the street or nothing like that. Everybody was cool down there on Hall Street. It was kind of surprising. It was kind of weird down there at night.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had your gangbangers, you had your street racers down there, you had your hookers down there in certain places. You had everything down there.
Oh yeah.
But everything just kind of flowed. Nobody really fucked with anybody, and
people did what they had to do.
Yeah, it was kind of awesome to see at the same time.
No, you can't beat that, and that's for damn sure. So
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, and that's just, you know, it's just like these industrial parks, you know, will street
Yep.
race and stuff, you know, and
Well, they discovered they could do that on those streets in those industrial parks there, and they can pay all those security guards off to not say nothing and get the security guards to watch, make sure no cops come in there.
oh yeah, well you always got to pay them off, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and
but down in there, you get in that area and you get right in the middle of it, and they've got security guards and they've got watch cars out there. Nobody gets busted. By the time the cops pull up, everybody's already loading cars up, you know?
oh yeah, and that's just how it is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, they got to pay for it, but hell, if I was a security guard out there, I'd be like, yeah, give me some money, I'll let you go. I'm going to sit here in my car and watch.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll be sitting right here in my lot. Doing what? Watching these fucking races.
You can't beat that, that's for sure.
Yep.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
But they've learned to be a lot more careful with stuff like that, you know, and they're not just going out racing and crashing every night like they depict on TV. But
mhm.
I mean, we know shit still happens. It's always going to happen. Somebody's going to crash. Somebody's going to lose a tire. Somebody's going to do something. I mean, I'm sorry, 100 miles an hour, you lose fuel pump, the car tries to die. It's going to throw the car into a wreck half the time. But
Yeah,
they've gotten a lot more. They've gotten a lot more safety minded with it.
yeah.
How back in the day, you didn't have to use it. You didn't have to wear a helmet to race on the street. Now most of your cash stations shit, they require you wear a helmet. They require you have harnesses. You know.
Yeah,
They've
I
actually
mean,
got some rules.
well, and the thing is, there's a lot of people that got hurt. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's like, you know,
Well,
hell,
that kind of
barefoot Ronnie
eliminates
Pace,
the
man,
shit
used to
boxes too.
barefoot Ronnie Pace, you know, race barefooted.
I was going to say, whatever happened to Ronnie Pace? I was thinking about him the other day.
He's still doing small tire stuff.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's still out there doing it, and that is for sure. So I mean,
No, I think a lot of that with requiring cages and harnesses and stuff that weeded out the shit boxes. You know, you got this
yeah,
Joe Blow that's got a $10,000 motor and a Monty. The front end's fucking shot on it, and he's got a pair of slicks on the back, but that's all he's got, you know. And he wants to go out there and he thinks he's going to run with these $40,000 race cars.
oh yeah. So I mean,
You know,
you
at
know,
half track, he loses traction and wipes out and kills everybody. And
yep, and then shuts it down for everybody, and then
Yep.
then what do? You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's
exactly.
it's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, for the money those guys make doing those cash days and stuff, and for what it pays out, they can afford to have some security paid off. Things it works out good for them.
Yeah.
They still have good payout to their drivers. I mean, hell, a lot of those guys travel all over the country doing that racing.
Oh yeah, and that's their job. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I
Billy
mean,
Kid and Tommy, I mean, they'll travel all winter now. You know.
oh yeah. So I mean, it's just, that's how it is. I mean,
Yep.
when you got a job to do, you're out there doing it, and
Yep.
it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you come home for a little while, but yeah, I mean, even with me back with racing and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't a big winter guy.
No.
So these guys, they're out doing the winter, no prep stuff, and now people are doing pro mod stuff, or they're doing Radio versus the World, and it's like,
right.
My racing season kind of started in March till Halloween.
Yeah.
After
That's
that,
pretty much how we were.
Yeah.
With dragsters or oval track, either way.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's even with the car and truck show stuff. I mean,
yep.
After Halloween, cars get put up.
Yep. That's when the Mustang got put away.
Yep, and you get your stuff together, or what you're building for the next year. You know what I'm saying? So it's just is what it is, and that's how it is.
You know I got that 94 GT convertible. That's the old lady's car.
Yeah.
It's got a few toys on it, nothing spectacular. But people were posting up in November that time to put the car away. And I'm like, well, shit, mine's been put up since before Halloween. And people are like, why would you put your car away? Because I live in a state that uses salt on the roads, for one.
Yeah.
It's a convertible, for two, so I don't need that damage on the top. And for three, drive a Mustang in the fucking snow once. You'll understand.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like, but hey, there's people that do it all year round, and it's just like...
Yeah, and more power to them if they want to do it.
Yeah.
That's not me.
If they want to do it, they want to do it. I mean, unfortunately, I'm done for the winter. And then,
I'm not crawling into that thing in 3 years, replacing all the rocker boxes and all that either.
Yeah, and that's...
Because I've let them rust out from driving them in the ice, in the salt,
Yeah, and that's just how it is, you know what I'm saying? So
my car's got custom wheels on it, and still got them on it. It's sitting in the garage with them on it right now. I didn't have to pull them off.
Salt is so hard on wheels.
Oh, my God. I got deep dish chrome wheels, so, I got 4-inch lips, so you know how that would look.
Oh, yeah. And you got to go back through and, clean all that shit up as fast as you can, and...
Yeah.
And it's just, it's like, especially this winter.
Throw stalkers on for the winter, around here. And
yeah, and that's what
I threw my stalkers away.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I've been using car service or Uber, because I can't drive my Civic, but I'm waiting on tires to come in, and I'm just like, fuck it at this point. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm going to drive my 8th gen through the winter, but in the spring, that thing will be put up. I've got another vehicle that I'm buying that I'm kind of being a secret about it, and then I'll be driving it. So I'm not going to have this winter issue next year,
Right.
And then my full-size truck, we're gonna slam it and sport truck it out. That's been kind of on the agenda for 2 years. I've got all the shit to do it. I just ain't got around to doing it. So yeah, I mean, pretty much got a plan of what we're doing. But on that note, guys, we're going to get right back into the music. We'll be right back. Dragon in the Afternoon on Stylin' Radio.